Ain't nobody coming. Where they at? Some motherfuckers.
Yeah, it should be. Right. Exactly. Unless you're doing something else. I don't know what, but.
That's what I'm saying. So I gotta go to prize fights.
Showing appreciation. Wow. I know before I left for one bedroom where we was at was up to 14. But that was then. I don't know. That was before we left. I don't know what it is now. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Right.
This rivalry has been brewing for a long time, and it's...
Some
So
people,
here is Saul Canelo Alvarez, the
they can't get
Mexican
past.
legend, the middleweight, the super middleweight. One of the hottest. We're expecting an all-action slugfest. Caution is being thrown to the wind. He threw a punch and just got countered. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Fighters love being in this venue as the audience is right on top of you, and they will be bringing the heat tonight. They are ready to watch this showdown.
Todd, I love theatres. For all these reasons, you can hear everybody in the crowd. You can hear the punches actually echo. If you're that fighter coming in and you know you're in such an intense atmosphere, you know the pressure is going to be on.
Real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Tried to score with a jab.
go to fuck in.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Nice idea with the hook, but that's blocked. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this
Work
one.
that motherfucker. He gonna keep teaching to work it.
Talk about Alvarez in that.
Learn how to work,
And a round
man.
that seemed like
You can't
eternity
just
for
be-
them finally comes to a close.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Just keep them on the other end of that.
What are you doing? You've switched off completely.
And there's the bell for round two. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet, not until your senses have come back.
If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
He moved.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here.
You got that, or you got a good dude? What you
That
got?
hook was thrown with some bad intentions. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
You're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
Nice counter shot.
Nice.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. Talk about Alvarez.
Where's my D-Light?
Here we go in round three. Who's going to land the first big shot? Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt, you've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp. Don't be a fool, don't get sucked in. Make him fight.
Oh, hold on a second, Johnny. Macaronelli. Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that moment of trouble has passed.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
They blocked that jab. Counter punching. One more of those overhands, and we're going to see some serious trouble. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. These two were made for each other. Look at him snapping that chin. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Alvarez in that last round.
Computer's got good D.
Here we go to the fourth round. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
He blocked it.
How about that time counter shot? You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out of there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
So much for boxing. This is a fight. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now, this fight will say, you know what? I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Nice job blocking the left hook. That uppercut's blocked. Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way.
Hurt.
We almost saw a knockout a second ago, and now they're going toe-to-toe. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left.
This shit like
That's his round.
that was different.
On to the fifth we go. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. This fighter has been extremely aggressive so far, Johnny, but how do they keep it up over the distance of this fight?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
That big hook doesn't land. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. The perfect counter lands. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Is he going to punch himself out, though? You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Did you see that? Oh, my word. Canelo just got clipped. Talk about Alvarez.
Can I get that round?
On to the sixth round. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Blocks that jab. And that jab just missed with the left hand. Perfect counter shot. This fighter. Oh, and the Big Mac is down. I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
How to win.
Three.
How to win.
Give me your ball.
Well, they beat the count and are ready to go again.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing them down. As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Talk about Matt Cornelli in that lap.
That's my line.
And there's the bell for round 7. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Punch, counter punch. Pretty close fight here in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. He blocks that right hook. Holding nothing back here in the round. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talking about Alvarez.
Did he switch his feet?
Round 8, and we're off again. Let's see how much recovery they saw there in the last minute.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
A lot of effort being exerted here. Nice counter. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Well, Johnny, you know there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too... Look at the swelling and the bruising. They're going to take a look, and they may stop this fight.
Oh. Man, get the fuck
So
out.
the referee took a look and decides, let's keep going.
I'm going
Stamina
12 rounds,
is
too.
off the charts.
See that?
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez.
It's going
Let's see how much
12 rounds.
fatigue we see here in round 9. They really seemed to exhaust themselves last round. Let's see what they have left.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Enzo couldn't take anymore, and down he goes. Wow, that seemed to be the punch he was looking for. Let's watch it again.
That's lights out right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're out.
I mean, solid. That's how you win. That's how you win.
So time to go.
How many motherfuckers you see beat the prize fights? Tell me, I just beat this prize fight right here. Figure what? Fuck out here. I just beat the prize fights.